sides again. I'll move on this side, and we'll show you how we do the laser. Now again, the laser is done for what?
The laser is, we use a laser for all kinds of things. It is a light, and what it does is the light goes into the area wherever you put the laser, and it works on the cells. So it's making the body kind of heal itself, kind of. It makes cells go back to producing energy and getting rid of byproducts, which if you have any kind of pain or inflammation, cells are doing that. They're not working right, and the laser convinces them to work right so that they can get themselves new cells so that you get rid of all of the bad things going on.
Most of us have heard about laser for some of the surgeries that the doctors do. This is not the same?
It is not a high-intensity laser.
That's high intensity.
This is a low-level laser. Surgical lasers cut. This one does not cut. Lasers are in different classes. This is a class
I have
3B,
something used on physical
actually.
therapy that looked like a hammer type deal that they held and they moved over my knee and things like that. Well, I think it was for swelling. Is that the same type deal?
Yeah, that could be ultrasound.
Ultrasound,
too.
that's what it was.
Laser and ultrasound can work the same way. They all work on the cells. A dog, if it gets ultrasound, you have to shave it because it doesn't do well with hair.
Okay.
Laser, you don't have to do that. So that's why it works easier for dogs.
And my next question is, does it matter with this whether or not we have a real long-haired dog?
No, it doesn't. The only problem you run into with laser is a black dog, because laser is light and black as a color absorbs light differently. So you have to keep it a little bit away from the black hair so that it'll get away from the hair a bit. That highest intensity isn't on the hair. It'll smell like it's burning
not good.
hair, but it doesn't burn. It has no heat. They feel nothing when you use the laser, and you see nothing. It comes out of this little probe. It's like the size of a quarter. It'll beep.
Show that again this way so they can see that. Okay.
It'll beep, which tells you the amount of power the laser's giving off. And I keep track of the beeps so I know how much power I'm putting in an area. Each thing takes a different amount of power.
Okay.
Joints take different amount of power than muscles.
Are we doing
ligaments.
the joint here? We're going to do the...
We're going to do joints on him. For Bailey, I do both shoulders, both elbows, his left wrist, the tendons that are in the back of his leg, and his muscles in his front leg, his neck, and his lower back. He gets more than just one thing done. The reason I do his right leg too is it takes extra work always. The right leg is working harder than the left leg all the time.
To take the place or to help out the left leg that's injured.
Right.
Been injured. Okay.
So I don't know if it always feels well. I always feel that first. So I did that before just to make sure his right leg was fine. The good thing about lasers, there's no side effects. So if everything's fine and I use the laser on it, it's just going to ignore it. But if he's getting some soreness there and I use the laser there, it's going to help with that because he doesn't always show you something hurts. So just to make sure, as a preventative, I do the right.
Is this the same one they use on a human?
You can use this one on a human, yes. It's the same principle as human.
Okay.
Some
but this one's made for dogs?
Any kind of animals. I use it on dogs, cats, horses.
Have you used it on horses here? Because you do have, we haven't mentioned that, but Greener Pastures does have quite a big, large animal clientele also.
Yeah.
So you can use it for that. Yes,
wound healing. It works really well for wound healing because your skin is made of collagen, and the laser makes the collagen reproduce quickly. So you can see a line of new skin growth after you've used the laser on a wound. It'll beep there's a long beep, which doesn't mean anything in using this one. That just means it's been 30 seconds. Each one beep is a source of power that is coming out. So I just have to count those. I use my fingers lots of times.
Can he feel that?
No, nothing. You have no No feeling with it at all.
No pinching or no zap or anything
Nope,
like that?
nothing. I do have, if you've ever had physical therapy before, E-stim unit, which is electrical stimulation.
Right.
I have one of those too, which Bailey had when he first injured his leg to try to get the nerve and muscle impulses back. The nerve impulses back to the muscles in his foot. And what that does was you had to put it on certain muscles and then it would move his wrist so that the muscles would still stay. They wouldn't atrophy to be all gone.